path that led him back to Allah. In a peaceful town surrounded by towering trees and flowing rivers lived a young man named Àllah. He was known for his devotion to Islam, always found in the masjid, his lips constantly moving in the remembrance of Allah. His heart was pure, and his only desire was to live a life pleasing to his Creator. The test of love. One day, Àllah met a girl named Zoya. She was beautiful, intelligent, and kind-hearted, but she was not very religious. Their conversations started as casual exchanges, but soon Àllah found himself thinking about her all the time. Her presence brought joy to his heart, and before he realized it, he had fallen in love. Slowly, his priorities began to shift. His time in the masjid decreased. The Quran, which once felt like a lifeline, now gathered dust on his shelf. He stopped waking up for tahajjud, something he once never missed. His friends noticed the change, but he assured them, "I'm fine. I still believe in Allah. A little distraction won't harm me." But deep inside, he knew he was drifting. The dream that changed everything. One night, Àllah had a dream. He was walking alone in a dark forest. The trees whispered, the wind howled, and he felt utterly lost. Then he saw a bright light ahead. He ran toward it and found himself standing before a grand golden gate. A voice called out, "Oh Àllah, you left me for a love that is temporary, but my love is eternal. Return before it is too late." A sudden fear gripped his heart. He turned to look behind him and saw a deep pit of fire. He was standing at the edge, one step away from falling. His whole life flashed before his eyes. The prayers he missed, the Quran he neglected, the time he wasted. He woke up with a racing heart, sweat dripping from his forehead. That dream was not ordinary. It was a warning from Allah. The return to faith. That night, Àllah fell into prostration, his tears soaking the prayer mat. "Ya Allah, forgive me. I was blind, but you showed me the truth. I choose you over everything else." The next day, he made a decision. He distanced himself from Zoya. It was the hardest thing he ever did, but he knew it was necessary. "If she is written for me, she will return in a way that pleases Allah," he told himself. He immersed himself in worship again, repairing his broken connection with Allah. He found peace, the kind that no worldly love could give. Patience and reward. 5 years passed. Àllah became a source of guidance for many. His heart still carried a soft spot for Zoya, but he had surrendered to Allah's plan. Then, one evening, after Maghrib prayer, he heard a familiar voice. He turned around and saw Zoya, standing there in a hijab, her eyes filled with light. "Àllah," she said softly, "I found my way back to Allah, and it started with you leaving me." Tears filled his eyes as he realized Allah had not only brought him back, but he had also guided the one he once loved. Soon after, they got married in a simple yet beautiful nikah. Their love, once a distraction, had now become a means of bringing each other closer to Allah. And so Àllah learned the greatest lesson of all. When you choose Allah over everything else, He gives you better than what you ever imagined.